use these images, first we will convert them into RGB format. That is the format for colored images, and we'll store it into a NumPy array. Similarly, we'll also extract the shape of these images, that is the height and the width of these images. So as you can see here, I've taken the image logo which I have stored above and make it as a RGB image and then store it as a NumPy array. After storing it as a NumPy array, I'll take its shape and store it into the height and width. We doesn't require the channel here, so we have put it as blank. We don't require that, but yeah, we'll be requiring the height and width of images, which will be stored using the shape function. Similarly, for the logo, we have converted the logo into RGB format, then into the NumPy array and stored it into the logo variable, and then find out the height and width of the logo using the logo.shape function. Let's run and see how to store these values. So our values have been stored in these variables. We have extracted the shape of the logo as well as the image we are applying the logo on or the watermark on. Next is the most important step. We need to find the center of the original image. That is, we need to find the location where we will place our watermark. I'm going to place our watermark in the center of our image. So I'm finding out the center using the height of the image and the width of the image. So here we will find out the center coordinates of the image using the height and the width of the image. As you can see here, the y coordinate for the center will be height of the image divided by 2. Similarly, the x coordinate for the center will be the width of the image divided by 2. Stored it as an integer. Other than that, we'll also find out the corners, that is the top corner, the left corner, the bottom corner and the right corner. For that, we have used center y and subtract the logo divided by 2 from it. This will find out the top of the y-axis. Similarly, left of the x-axis will be width of the logo divided by 2 and which is subtracted from the center of the x, and so on. This will help us in finding the exact position where we will put our watermark. So let's run this cell and find out the location where we are putting our image as a watermark. So as you can see, this cell has run. So next we will find out the region of interest. So the region of interest is defined as the area where we need to place our watermark on. Here we will find out the ROI using the coordinates we have found above. As we can see that above we have found out the corners like the right of the x-axis, bottom of the y-axis, right of the x-axis and bottom of the x-axis. We'll use those and find out the ROI. So here we can see that the ROI of the image, that is the region of interest where we need to put our logo, is the top y, bottom y and the left x and right x. Similarly, we'll add the logo to the ROI. This is our ROI. We have found the ROI here in the second line. After finding this ROI, we are adding the logo to it. As you can see here, this is our result, and the result is cv2.addWeighted ROI 1, logo, 1, 0. So this logo will be added to the ROI. As you can see here, we have passed both the variables. Now I can show you how to draw lines, which means we can draw our own pattern. A pattern which will be useful if you want to add different types of images. If you want to create different patterns along with your logo also. So this is how to draw patterns. We can use the line function from CV2. I have created a line from 0 to center of y, from left x to center of y. And this is the image format, that is 00 by 255. Similarly, I have added one more line which is here, right x to center y and width of the image to center of y. Now we'll replace the ROI on the image. So for that we will use image logo that we have set here, ROI. We'll change that to the result, that is the weighted ROI and logo. Here we'll change the ROI with the logo. Let's run this cell and see what happens. So it changed the result into the logo on the image. Now we'll have to plot the logo watermark image, and for plotting that we will use the image function, which will take our image from array and convert it into RGB format and visualize it and help us in visualizing that. So you can see here that we have used image function. It will convert that image from array to image in the RGB format and display that. Let's visualize how the image looks. So we can see here that we have added our logo in the center of the image, and the pattern or the lines I was talking about are this line. As you can see here, a line in the center of this image. This is a particular pattern. You can draw any pattern that you want. I have added just a single line to show you how to make pattern. In this function, we have converted the image from array to RGB and then visualize it. Now let's move forward. So this was about the image, how to add an image as a watermark. What to do when we have to put a text as a watermark. We'll see how to put the text as a watermark. So we have already taken the variable image text w up above as a text. Now we'll use that and put that on the image, and we'll see how it works. We will convert our image into RGB and save it into a NumPy array. So in order to put the text as a watermark, we will be using putText function of OpenCV. As you can see here, we have converted this image into the RGB format and save it as a NumPy array. After that, we are using the CV2 function putText. This putText function will put the text which I have mentioned here. It will take the image. This is the image. Next, we need to pass the text we need to put on that image. This is the image. How to organize that? The width of image, you can choose any coordinates. I have chosen width of image -95 and height of image -10, which will take a certain position in that image. You can choose any coordinates. Similarly, you can change different features like the size of the text, thickness of the text, font family, color, etc. Now let's run this cell and see how text watermarking works. So in order to visualize this, we need to convert it back to the RGB format, which is being done here. We are plotting the text watermark image. The image.from array, it will get it the RGB format and visualize it using this variable. Now let's run this and visualize how it works. So according to our coordinates, we see that the PyAnalytics text which we have passed above is placed in this corner. You can change the corners, play around with it, and you can place it in any corner that you want or any place in this image that you want. So with this, we have learned how to place an image as a logo and how to put a logo as a watermark. So with this, we have learned how to put an image as a watermark and how to put a text as a watermark. You can play around with it. You can change the dimensions where you need to place this watermark, where you need to place this text as a watermark. You can take any image, any watermark, and you can run this. So to conclude that, we started with adding a watermark to an image which can work as a copyright. This project, this whole system can be used by different organizations and to make their content secure so that their content cannot be misused without prior license or a paid